We've just finished our heel turn, and now we're going to knit across the heel flap here, and then we're going to pick up some stitches. Now we're going to be looking at the side of our flap here to pick up stitches. I like to hold my yarn in my left hand, and I like to use my right needle here. And we're going to look at the stitches that are along the side here, nice little V's. We're going to ignore the stitch that is directly connected here to our needle, and we're going to go down to this one right here. And then you're going to put your needle into it so that you have both legs of that V, and you're going to grab your yarn and pull it through. It might be a little stubborn if your stitches are tight, but it'll be right there on your needle. Then you're going to move on to the next little V here, and you're going to do the same thing. Put your needle in to pick up both legs, grab your yarn, and push it through. We're going to keep doing that across until we run out of little V's here. Now I've picked up 15, and if you want, you can try to pick one up in the ladder here to try to eliminate the gap. For me, honestly, it doesn't always work, but we can give it a try. So I like to straighten up my work and try to see which level the stitches are at from the front. And then I look at where the yarn joins the other stitch, and we can see that there's one stitch that looks like it's above that. So I think I can safely pick up that one and pull up a loop through it, so that when I start knitting in the round again, it should hopefully join up and not leave a big awkward gap here. Now we're going to knit across the front of the foot here. We don't have any patterning happening, we're just knitting plain stockinette for this part, so just knit straight across. Now we're going to be working along the other side of the flap. If you prefer, you can count down backwards from your 15 stitches and find out where your ladder pickup would be. Or you just look at your work and you see where the connection ends, and you can pick up the stitch right above that and make your stitch here. So I'm going to hold my yarn the same way as last time on my left side, and then I'm going to put my needle in and pick up both sides of the V, and then I'm going to grab the yarn and push it through. And then we look at the next one, grab the yarn and push through. And if you normally knit this way with your yarn on your left, then this is probably pretty natural for you. Grab both legs of the V and through, and then we're going to keep on going to the top here. And now I've got 15 stitches here, so I'm going to pick up one more up here, and then there is a stitch right before my live stitch here. So that's exactly where we want to end. And then we're going to finish knitting the end of the heel stitches here. Now I've knit across all of my heel stitches, so I can readjust my cord. If you're using any markers, you want to mark this as your new beginning of round. I know there's other heel types where you put a marker somewhere midway in the heel and then you go like this, but this is my preferred method. Now we're going to knit across the front of the sock. Now for the gusset decreases, you're going to repeat this process for the back needle until you reach the original stitch count that you had. So for medium, it's 64 stitches. So the first round of gusset decreases, when you get to the second needle, you're going to knit one, then slip slip knit, then you're going to knit the back needle until you have 3 stitches left. Now I have 3 stitches left on the heel stitches here, so I'm going to knit 2 together, knit 1, and that's the end of round 1. For round 2, you just knit the front needle, knit the back needle with the heel stitches, and then you're going to repeat round 1 with the knitting across, the decrease on each end. And you keep on going until you have the same amount of stitches as before you did the heel. So small would be 56, medium 64, and so on. When you're done doing your gusset decreases, you're going to see a neat little line on both sides of your sock where you've done your decreases. And then you're going to knit in stockinette stitch until, like for size medium, you have 2.5 inches less than your desired foot length, because the toe decreases for size medium are going to be about 2.5 inches long. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this video was helpful.